The house with no corners. On the edge of an old forest stood a house people swore was wrong, not because of its crooked beams or peeling paint, but because it had no corners. Its walls curved like flowing rivers, arching smoothly into one another, as if someone had melted a square house and let it sag into shape. Children dared each other to touch its rounded door, though none stayed long enough to knock. Travelers sometimes claimed they saw its windows glowing with a faint blue light. Even when the moon was hidden, the villagers avoided it, whispering that the house was older than the forest itself. One autumn evening, a boy named Ikenna wandered too close. He wasn't fearless, just curious. The rounded lines of the house pulled at his eyes, like following a maze with no end. He circled it once, twice, then 3 times before realizing he couldn't find where he had started. The house seemed to shift, stretching wider each time he blinked. Finally, a voice drifted out from within, calm and low. You are walking in circles because there are no edges to stop you. Would you like to step inside, where things have an end? The door opened without a sound. Inside, the air was warm and heavy, scented with rain that had never fallen. The room was larger than it should have been, filled with doorways that curved away like tunnels into other rooms, each glowing faintly blue. What is this place? Ikenna whispered. A home for what doesn't fit in straight lines, the voice replied. Lost moments, forgotten names, things too sharp for the world are softened here. Ikenna saw shapes drifting through the air, half-remembered lullabies, faces that looked familiar though he knew he'd never met them. Toys a child might have dropped long ago. They floated like dust in light, yet pulsed with quiet life. The house seemed kind, but he felt it watching. He remembered the warnings. Once you step into a place with no corners, you may never find your way back. The voice spoke again, gentle but insistent. Would you like to stay, child? You will never lose anything again. Every thought, every dream, every piece of you will remain safe within these walls. Ikenna's heart thudded. He thought of the village, the rough, imperfect world beyond the forest. He thought of how corners, though sharp, helped hold things together. He turned, pushing against the soft curving air, and stepped back outside. The door sealed behind him, vanishing into the wall. When he looked again, the house was gone. Only the trees remained, whispering in the wind. Yet sometimes, when Ikenna closed his eyes, he swore he still felt the pull of that house with no corners waiting, patient and endless.